Whoa! Hi, welcome to my second English tutorial. The river segments are now finished. I have a curved river, the second curved river. Here's a straight river and a second straight river with a little curve in the middle. And here are the two segments without any river. Instead of the rivers, I have cut off some holes to show the depth of the segments. I already have painted these segments 2 times with dispersion paint and a 3rd time with some sand and glue added to get some structure. I will do the same with the remaining segments. This is my optimal working area. I took a large hard foam slide to cover my couch. I have prepared the brown dispersion paint for the first layer. I will paint the segment with a roller to get a constant painting. You won't get this result with a normal brush. The first layer will not cover everything because of the glazed surface of the hard foam, but this will improve latest after the second layer. I will stop filming now, since everyone should know how to do it. Here you can see the big difference between the wet paint and the paint which has already been dried. The color will get much darker after drying. After the first layer has been dried, I will directly paint the second layer with the same color. After this has been dried, I will paint a 3rd layer with color, sand and glue. Then it will look like this segment. After the second layer, I will add some structure. Here you can see the colors, some sand and normal wood glue, which I use for the structure paint. You have to mix it carefully. You can vary the consistency of this by adding more color or more sand. I will try it like this. I will again use my painting roll. Do not use too much color. Then carefully paint the structure on the gaming board. Here you can see the sand on the board. Now I will do this for all segments. The next step is dry brushing everything with a lighter acrylic brown called terracotta. You should only use less color and brush nearly all of it on a kitchen roll. The dry brush has to be very dry. Here's a short overview of the complete gaming table. I already have painted some rivers with blue color, but I will improve the rivers later. All segments have now the same color, which is very important for a modular gaming table. Okay, let's try to brush a little part of the table. If it looks fine, you can do this on all segments. Do it carefully, with less pressure, constantly over the whole segment. From time to time, some little sandstones will scale off the gaming board, leaving a little white spot. This is no major problem. I will later hide them with some brown color, which I will apply with a small detail brush. After dry brushing with terracotta, it will look like this. Here you can see lots of the white spots, which is quite annoying. But now I will hide them with the basic brown color. You won't see this later. This is much work indeed, but it will look perfect afterwards. Later I will bring up static gras on many places on the gaming board. This will help hiding these white spots. The next step is priming the river segments with blue dispersion color. It will be improved later on. Later this will look like the other segments which you can see here. The rivers now look quite good and you can see the real 3D, and that's, I think, really great. And I already tried some different combinations of the gaming board with the different river segments and everything fits. This combination allows to place and move the main armies in the middle of the two rivers. There is enough space for it and it looks great. Oh yes, do not forget to clean the brushes after using them. Clean them under flowing water. It should be cold water with a little bit of soap. But do not use hot water, this will damage the brushes. The next step is dry brushing with a light blue acrylic color. For dry brushing you should not use dispersion color, because it's too wet. Take a medium landscape dry brush with less color and do it like this with low pressure. This will highlight the rapids of the river. You do not need to do this very accurate, because the river does not flow that constantly. Therefore it is okay if we highlight some areas more than others. Okay, this looks good and is very fast. The next step will be the application of the gloss finish, maybe in different layers. It should look like my spawn pool, which I built for my lizardmans. It's my third fantasy army. If you want to add several layers of gloss finish, the first one must be completely dry before applying the next one. You have to apply barriers at the end of each river edge, that the gloss finish will not drip out of it. Here you can see a mix of gloss finish with light blue color. You have to carefully mix it like this. Now you can paint the river segments with this mix. Maybe this is too much blue color. I have mixed a new gloss finish with less blue color. I think this will look much better. The gloss color will dry transparently, so don't be afraid from the milky gloss finish which you see here. The first layer has to dry. You should leave this overnight without touching it. The gloss finish now have dried and it looks pretty good. Okay, this is the end of part 2. I hope you enjoyed it. The final third part will show how to apply static gras to the gaming board. So see you next time. Bye bye.